Dan Illman, Mike Beer, the Joseph A. Gimma Stakes is the second of two stakes scheduled at Belmont Park on Friday. Let's take a peek at this group of 2-year-old filly New York breds getting set to go 7/8 of a mile. The number 6, November Rain, is the 8-5 morning line favorite, and deservedly so, Mike. She's won her last two races with really competitive Beyer speed figures, including a gate-to-wire effort and a stake last time at Saratoga.
Yeah, I mean, she only beat three other horses in that stake last time, but she ran well in that race. She has speed from an outside post. She's got the top two figures in the race. At the end of the day, then somebody has to take a step forward to beat her, but there are a couple of candidates to do that.
Let's throw up the Timeform US pace projector. I do agree with Timeform US that November Rain, if she wants the lead, can make it. Do you believe this red bar scenario? It looked like she was faster than the two Velvet Sister when they last met in the Seeking the Ante. I'm not sure if any of these other horses are as quick as November Rain if she wants to go. Of course, the outside post gives the jock plenty of options.
It does. I don't see why they'd be fooling around though if she breaks well from the gate this time and just not put her on the lead. I see what you're hinting at there with that question. I don't know if I think this is going to be a fast pace, Dan. I kind of doubt it, but I guess we'll see.
Number 1, Our Tiny Dancer, didn't do much against New York bred maidens. 2 starts back at Saratoga, stretched out to a 2-turn mile in an off-turf race at Delaware. However, she made her presence felt. Let's watch that race right now. $25,000 maiden claimer, and again, an off-the-turf race. She controlled it from the start. She draws away to win by 8. Listen, nothing wrong with this effort. She just has to run a lot faster against tougher horses.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, she, this is a clear-cut victory for her in here. She got to the front into that first turn there and just never really gave this field a chance. It's only a 40 Beyer speed figure. It's a nice win for her. She was obviously much the best there. I don't see how she's really going to beat this field, though, unless she improves by leaps and bounds.
Velvet Sister, the number 2, a dominating debut winner at Belmont. Then she ran on the Schuylerville, probably too tough a spot against open graded foes and only her second lifetime outing. Last time out, she turns into the stretch after chasing November Rain. Looked like she had a good look at it at the 3/16s, drifted out a little bit. She tried hard. She was just second best.
I agree. I mean, that's the kind of effort I think you like to see from a horse like her, though, Dan. November Rain, a little too fast for her, but this filly had no quit in her whatsoever. She chased her from start to finish. Never really gave up any ground, but she couldn't gain any either. I thought she ran well in there. And I know it was only a 3-horse field. I thought she ran well first time, and I think this filly has some upside.
Turf to wet dirt did the trick for the 3, Adversity, a daughter of Arrowgate. Let's watch the Marcassi trainee graduate at Saratoga. Again, this is a wet track going 5.5 furlongs. She showed good early speed to get right into the mix, and she finishes it off well. Beyer improvement noted, a 56, and you just get the feeling. These Arrowgate progeny going to get better as the distances improve, going to get better with experience. This filly, as you can tell, is still learning. She's on her left lead.
Yeah, I mean, it was just very strange to see her even debut sprinting on the grass, Dan, because she's dirt on both sides of her pedigree. I guess they were just giving her one there. She obviously improved last time. I thought it was hard to, be thrilled with that performance. She did what she had to do, and she won clear at the end, but it wasn't a fast race. It certainly wasn't impressive. Nobody was closing from behind in there. So, we'll see what she turns out to be. She still hasn't run on a fast dirt track, and as you say, more distance could really help her.
Classy Edition, I think, is a good one for Todd Pletcher. $500,000 purchase by Classic Empire, a champion 2-year-old. This is his first crop. Let's watch the debut win. She worked out a really nice strip, tracking a 3-ply duel on the turn. But once she comes 4 wide, she just inhales these horses. She was no secret. She was odds on in a 10-horse field, and she ran like a good thing. This is a very wet track for a good track, but you got to like the way she won it.
Yeah, very impressive here. You're right that she got a really nice trip in here, but still, she wins this thing geared down. They better like they knew she was good, and she was good. She faces a couple of horses in here, though, Dan. I think 2 are outside in particular who, are pretty good horses. So she's going to have to run better than she did first time out. And she's going to have to do it while stretching out from 5.5 to 7.
Now, trainer David Donk is not known for winning first out on dirt with his 2-year-olds, and She's a Wild Joker not only did the trick, but did it as the favorite. So this filly might have been causing a little bit of buzz on the backstretch before her winning debut at Belmont, and they ran her in the Adirondack second time out, probably just too tough of a spot that day. She gets back in with New York breds, and she earned a 67 Beyer back in June. That, to me, indicates she has a lot of potential, and I like her tactical gear.
I like all those things about it too. You mentioned all the positives about her winning debut, Dan. Another positive in my book is that she beat November Rain that day, and she beat her on the square. I mean, those two horses, they hooked up around the 5/16 pole, and they dueled for a long way. And She's a Wild Joker beat November Rain fair and square in there. That was a nice performance, and now it feels like she's back in the right kind of spot.
And she was flattered when November Rain came back to win twice at Saratoga, including this effort in the Seeking the Ante, going 6.5 furlongs, where she went right to the lead in a short field. You see Velvet Sister on the outside, drifting out just a bit. November Rain is going to hold sway. 73 buyer. I like that this race was at 6.5. It's only an incremental stretch out in distance here. I'm not sure how much farther she wants to go, however.
I'm not either. We'll see. This is a nice performance, though. We're just showing you the stretch one. You can see how game Velvet Sister is not really given any ground, but this horse ran well. And at the start of the race, too, Dan, she took a pretty hard bobble there. I like the way that she was able to overcome that. She overcame it very quickly to make the lead in there. So she's pretty athletic. She's got good speed. She's got a great post. She's way the horse to beat, but I don't think she's a cinching here.
Let's take a look at our top picks for the Joseph A. Gimma Stakes. I'm going with November Rain. I think she has one more left in her. Sprinting here, breaking from the outside post, and getting a good spot. But she's a Wild Joker, has already beaten her. She's the only horse that's ever beaten November Rain, and she could certainly improve and is dirtied up likely by just being in too tough last time.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they bet the race, Dan. If they bet it along the morning line here, it's kind of a no-brainer to take She's a Wild Joker in this race at those odds. We'll see how they bet it.
5, 6, 4, and 2 for Mike. 6, 2, 4, and 3 for me. The Joseph A. Gimma Stakes, the second of two stakes at Belmont on Friday. Good luck.